It was sophomore year in high school at Joseph C. Wilson. We used to call it the Big House. I was taking a math class in the sophomore year. It's about geometry. Okay? Now, up to this point, I'm used to getting A's in math. As an answer, I calculate the answers, I check my answer. I got a whole process going, strategies. You know what I'm saying? I get to geometry. I like geometry, all types of triangles and squares and rectangles and such. And they begin to teach us about angles and about other geometric shapes. And the teacher is an African man. And he's a funny dude. You know what I'm saying? So I'm enjoying class. And the first test comes, right? I studied for the test. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to miss a thing. I get the test back. It's like a 60. I failed. I said, huh? Now, I'm not used to failing, right? I said, whatever. I'm study. Sometimes in class, I'm listening. I might not understand exactly what he's saying. And so I said, I'm going to go home. I'm going to read the textbook because we use textbooks. And they would have problems. They would explain to you things. And so I'm going to read the textbook, make sure I understand it. I'm in class, enjoying the class. Next test comes along. I said, okay, I'm going to ace this one. Failed the test. I said, wait a second. This is getting bad. The teacher comes to me and says, hey, Mark, now I heard about you and I've talked to other teachers about you, but, they said math is your thing, bro. What's going on? I said, I don't know. I said, but ain't nothing really. I figured out. So this becomes a friend, right? Now, I didn't fail all the tests. Some I actually passed. But now we're flying colors. So it gets down to the final test of the year. And he comes up to me and he says, now listen, you need a 65 on this test to pass the course. I said, man, I got it. I said, I swear to God, I know everything on this test. I take the test. I get a 64. He gives me a 65 out of the kindness of his heart. And everybody asked me in class and outside of class, yo, man, what happened? I said, man, I don't know. Now, it took me till I was an adult to really think about what happened back then and why I didn't know what happened. And so I didn't know what happened because I never asked for support. Did I ask a single classmate? No. The teacher came to me. I told him I had it. And after the second test, he came to me, and I never went back to him. Even for the final exam in which I needed a 65 to pass the class. So I learned a valuable lesson later on from that course, even though he gave me my D. Not my D that I didn't earn, because I didn't get that 65. And I learned that I needed to ask in class for support when I didn't understand something. Ask students, ask teachers, ask somebody to explain to me the thing, not because I didn't think I knew it, because each test I thought I knew it. I needed to ask because I was failing, because of the performance. And I never did. So that helped me learn, you got to ask some questions, man, because even if you think you got it, when the tests say you don't, you ain't got it. You need to figure out why.